Okay.
Woo! All right. Hi. Welcome. I'm Milo. I am going to be the storyteller, and we are playing a modified version of Changeling the Lost. It is a one-shot called The Fearmaker's Promise. You know
And,
what you're doing.
yeah, I'm 3LC, and I'm not playing Sim the Fire Elemental tonight. I am actually playing Fayette Dubois, an elemental mannequin. Go for it, Dan.
Dan.
Hi, I'm Dan, the friendly millennial introvert, and I am playing a water elemental whose name I still haven't
Make something up.
decided.
Called Slosh.
What was the
Slosh.
late name of the last video? Yeah, uh, um, uh, 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 not. Well, I was gonna say the dragon fruit. No, that's stupid. The red. No.
How
Okay.
about
Cowabunga. Not Cowabunga. A Ninja Turtle, Leonardo, Donatello,
I've always been
Raphael,
partial to Raphael, so.
Master Splinter, nope, too flamboyant. Oh my fucking god, I'm just reading random things. Organic strawberry spread made with fresh strawberries, USADA, organic. None of
it's
these
fine?
fucking things are named. Non,
Okay, yeah,
Epsilon.
you're good. You're good. Pick a name later. It's fine.
Okay. I don't work well when you put me on the spot.
Is that you need me? Okay.
Okay, don't know how I'm gonna follow that up, but hey, I'm Micah, and I am playing Tristan, the Disney World actor turned fairest dancer.
And we may potentially have a wandering monster come in at some point. If they do, they will introduce themselves when they get here, which will be, it's a whole nother fiasco all in of itself, and we're here for it.
We never claimed we were professionals, so here we go.
We are not professionals. Also, disclaimer, if you're ever watching this publicly, this is 18 plus. So if you're not 18, then you're 12. This isn't for you. Please leave. We cover some heavy topics, and while we will try our best not to be too over the top with it, it does in fact happen. So also, if you find yourself uncomfortable while you're watching it, you know what? Take a break, leave.
Get
It's
some
okay.
water.
Take care of yourself, mental health first. All right. So you guys have been, you're motley. You know each other. You can decide how you know each other. You can make that up as you go. You are all different courts, actually. Spring, autumn, winter. But that doesn't make a difference because the motley is not made up of that. A motley is made up of discovering that you have enough similarities to work together and get along. Many children recently, an unusual number, have been going missing in your town. And you guys, as what you are and where you came from and what happened to you, know these disappearances were not the usual kind. Children walking into closets to fight the monster and not coming out. Playing in a field of daisies and just vanishing in front of their friends. The telltale signs of the others, the gentry, the true fae. And a woman then came to town, named Crimson. Crimson introduced what she calls the Children's Contract, a way to protect the children of the city for a year and a day from the true fae. The contract required one child. And, well, it is distasteful to many. Few among the courts had a strong enough voice to argue with her, especially after the Spring Queen of the Spring Court's nephew went missing in that same mysterious manner. And she got on board, Queen Serena, with the idea, the Autumn Court, their court of fear. The majority of them were already on board with it, but it was enough to sway everyone to eventually agree. It can only take place on the autumnal equinox. tonight. And it must be completed before daybreak at 5:30 in the morning. It is 7 p.m. and you are walking through the woods. There is a low mist on the ground and the sky is rapidly darkening. You are walking together, the three of you. You can see the vague shapes of other changeling walking in the growing dark. You can hear them. Vague shadows. What would you guys like to talk about on your hike to the ritual site?
Know this frustration as a game master, and I am
So fine.
hoping someone's going to be an extrovert and take the lead.
I'm just singing.
Just singing.
Singing?
Yeah.
What are you singing?
Baby, you light up my world like nobody else. The way that you flip your hair gets all at the ground. It ain't hard to tell. You don't know. Oh, you don't know. I'm really nervous about this.
Oh, wait.
Phase.
If I understand this correctly, and as our group of, so our group is caravanning to this ritual, and I'm saying this out. I'm saying this out directly to the Motley crew. If I understand this correctly, the agreement is by sacrificing this one child, they
Hold
will
on.
agree.
I'm going to interrupt you. It's not a sacrifice. I'm just not going into detail about what the ritual entails due to consent sheets. So it's not clear if it's going to be a sacrifice. I used a specific word. I apologize if that was confusing. I just didn't want to go into details about what the ritual supposedly entails. So the child will live.
An offering.
Yes. So sorry. I want to make that clear that when I say sacrifice, I'm trying not to. I'm not going into details about what it is that's going to happen.
Understood.
Yep.
Does anyone else feel like weird about this?
Believe me, you're not the only one who feels weird. I mean, what I'm wondering is, what are we dooming this kid to if we don't stop this?
I find it difficult. Sorry, go ahead.
Just and at the same time, more people are going to go through what we went through. If more kids, at least that's what it sounds like.
I mean, the irony isn't lost on me that you put all this effort to escape the true Fae, to escape their entrapment. Now we're just waltzing into this agreed upon gathering where someone else is being, essentially being used just like we were. It's just weird. As I shuffle my feet on the way towards this event. What
does your watery fellow look like?
Yes, describe yourselves.
Hi,
Dan, remember? We talked about this.
Okay, so my character is a water elemental, so they're probably wearing blue, but they're not being like weird about it, right? So
weird about it. Don't make it weird.
Weird about it, like I don't know, maybe like dark blue jeans, and then maybe like a blue track jacket and a white t-shirt. So yeah, it's still blue, just not like walking around in like water printed polo t-shirt. So no, yeah, okay, there we go. That is my character's description. But boom, very simple and to the point, and blue in color.
Okay.
Hello.
Hello.
Excuse me as I desperately try to recover my Changeling the Lost sheet because I decided what's it gonna save.
I'm sorry. This is our other wandering monster that will be joining us that I mentioned earlier. We are filming right now. If you're not comfortable with that, we will stop.
No, I'm completely all right
Cool.
with filming.
All right, awesome. So yeah, this is our wandering monster that I explained would be joining us. As we proceed, and when you are ready, introduce yourself by what you prefer to be called and your character name and what their seeming is, or their kith.
Yes. My name's Keenan. You call me Keenan. Pronouns he him. I will be playing Daniel, a hunter heart.
And I took that personally.
Okay, Dan, I'm sorry, Dan. So this is my buddy Dan, Daniel. By the way, the stranger in here is Dan.
Stranger danger! Stranger danger.
Funny he has a middle name, Will, and he'll go by William.
Oh, that kills me. Oh, that was the greatest. That was the best. I appreciate this so much.
Oh. You can't write this. Oh, too good.
Perfect.
Okay, so Keenan is now William. Okay.
You might as well be Dan.
Appreciate that.
Dan, the water elemental.
Dan, the lusty water elemental.
Oh man. Did you decide on a character name? Dan?
Oh, I have not.
Okay. All right, we'll come back to that.
We'll come back to it.
And,
E with no name.
and
All right.
Oname?
Edamame.
Unagi.
Micah, what
All right.
was your fairest dancer's name?
My character's name is Tristan.
Tristan, thank you.
Tristan. Okay.
Make a quick note. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
So Will, Tristan,
Like, what was your character's name?
easy, Faye, Faye.
Okay.
It's
Yee.
yeah. She prefers to go by Faye. It's Faye. Otherwise.
All right. So you guys are a motley. What you missed, Keenan, is you guys are a motley. You are heading towards a ritual site for the freehold. You are have been told that this ritual or this ceremony called the Children's Contract is going to take place. The Children's Contract, which will not be described because of the consent sheets, will not be described, is essentially one child will be the center of this contract, and the implications are not the happiest. And a woman has come in, and it's essentially to keep the other children in the city safe from the True Fae, the others, the Gentry, for a year and a day. And you essentially know that most of the courts are somewhere in the middle. They're agreeing to it. The autumn court is mostly on board. The spring court is mostly on board. Only because the spring queen is she's has a stake in it. Her nephew went missing. The rest are, you can sense a little bit of restlessness with them. but no one has outright disparaged it, outright tried to end it before it has begun. So you're walking through the woods right now to the ritual location, talking with your motley about your feelings on this contract.
I'm not happy about it.
None of us are.
It's weird, right?
Mm-hmm.
This shit's bullshit. I can't.
Either way, it's a bad outcome.
Yeah, no. Everyone can just see on Will's face that there's just extreme frustration. Not a big fan of this at all.
Mm-hmm.
So we're long until this event is supposed to happen.
You guys are fairly close to the ritual site. There's probably about 45 minutes left. You have maybe 15 more minutes of your hike. You have about a half hour to do what you want when you reach the ritual site. You can talk to the other courts, you can talk to other changeling, or you can just wait for it to begin. You can plan amongst yourselves if you want. But right now I do actually need a dexterity and athletics from everybody because the hike is getting rough.
Damn, that sucks.
So that is 60 times, right?
I won't need. You won't need to know my character name if I die right now. So
You're not gonna
adding my
die from the
dexterity
hike.
pool to my athletics. So
Yep, it's your dexterity pool plus your athletics pool.
that's not.
If you don't have dice, we have a dice box you can use.
We can use our own dice. Wonderful. I can use my little tray.
Cool. Yeah, you can use your own dice. I trust that you're going to tell me your accurate rolls.
Yeah, I just have regular D10s, not the vampire ones. Is that going to be okay?
That's totally fine. Just 6 and above. 2 10s is a critical.
All right. Out of a pool of 6, 3 successes.
I have 2 successes.
All right.
3 successes.
Oh boy.
I have the Changeling, the Lost Ones. They have a butterfly for their 10.
Y'all are so fancy. I just have some.
Yeah.
I'm amazed. I found my dice.
I have to use physical dice as. Oh, sorry.
I was
ahead,
pretending when I said my dice are over there. Let me go grab them. I did not expect them to be there.
2. All right. So Faye, and I'm gonna have to give your character a name if you don't hear Dan, buddy, because I can't just not calling you by your real name.
Slosh.
The name of my printer.
How about Kale? We're gonna call you Kale.
Kale. My name is Kale.
Kale, like the vegetable.
Oh God, no.
Then
Britta.
Britta. There you go.
Bryn, Bob, Barley.
Go with Britta. That's a good one.
Dasani.
Dasani.
Fina.
Fiji.
Aquafina.
Bizarro, Berserk.
Pick one.
Names.
What? USADA? No, that's not my name. Capital One. I'm gonna pick whatever this thing is.
Dan.
Oh no! I was gonna. On this night.
This is difficult.
Name is Charles.
All right. So Faye and Charles, you have you struggle. The hike is it's rough. We're all on the struggle bus tonight, guys. So you guys, you're having a hard time. You fall behind. You fall behind Tristan and Will.
This is going to affect us showing on time.
Are
It was a river. I could have jumped in it, but no, we're taking the hard way.
If you
Character is probably very sweaty because I did not put a lot of points in athletics or dexterity. Oh, they are probably
Totally fine.
sucking
Yeah.
wind on this, and I only have 2 strength. So yeah, character is sucking ass.
it's
Best way to
it's
put it.
okay if you need help. I mean, not everyone was born with my physique.
Out of curiosity, what is your character's physique?
Being a dancer, I assume a dancer's
He is-
physique.
Oh, he's pretty. Like he is. I don't want to use the description of like a really good looking version of that white Jesus figure, but
Good-looking white Jesus.
no, I mean like,
White Jesus.
that is that.
White Jesus.
Re-
Okay.
no, like really, like
White Jesus. Republican Jesus.
oh god, what did I do?
At least it's not third hand Jesus.
Shut up! I look like third hand Jesus.
But yeah, like,
Republican
really,
Jesus.
really long hair that is starts out blue and then goes green. A little bit of a goatee and a mustache, and just really, he looks like he works out regularly.
Gotcha.
Like he cuts.
Okay. Goatee Republican Jesus. Okay.
Oh god! Oh god!
Stop!
It's all right.
Stop
we got
digging this hole, Dan! Stop digging it!
Okay, I have a very
Charles.
distinct visual in my head.
Charles. Okay.
I'm sorry for leading us down this rabbit hole.
It's perfectly fine.
Not a problem.
These things.
I'm just gonna pop into the character creation channel. Literally a picture of what Faye looks like, so y'all have a reference. So.
A visual reference.
Yeah.
All right. So, you fall behind a little bit. Tristan pops off with his physique.
Faye
How I'm
is.
phrasing it.
Faye sees this poppin' physique, and she's just like, "I am not above asking for help as long as it makes sure it gets us where we need to go in a timely manner." So.
And with help.
I don't know how tall your character is. She's 6'2", so
Mm-hmm.
she's tall and thin.
A is 6'2".
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jesus. Wait, and how good was your roll compared to mine?
She's not a poppin' physique, trust me. So
Okay.
I
You
only
guys
had
got
two.
the same roll.
I only got
Yeah.
2 successes.
I would have almost been tempted to be like, carry me, but apparently.
Oh gosh,
No, let's not
That's
make
not
the
awesome.
tall, strong women carry people. Why is
I
this a
don't
thing that
need
keeps
to be
happening?
carried. I just need a hand.
Morello would have let any of
You
our
have
characters
4 of them.
piggyback him.
True.
Jump on that piggyback. Yeah, 100%.
That'll actually be if Tristan comes and helps out Faye, you'll find 4 hands grabbing you.
Yeah, I go to help
begrudgingly-
out Faye.
Okay, I appreciate it.
begrudgingly make my way to this event as I quite obviously everyone out physiques me.
Yeah, they do. Anyways, moving.
I am.
Kidding.
I guarantee I'm not out physiquing you, Dan.
You arrive at the ritual space with the help of your friends. You end up the ritual space has stones circling it. The grass in the center of these stones is dead. Even for autumn time, relatively rainy, the grass should be alive. Other changeling have arrived before you. They are milling around, talking amongst themselves. If you listened closely, you could hear what they were saying. Some are standing off by themselves. Crimson, as you know, this woman is standing in the center. She is a woodblood. Her skin is bark. She has a red cloak on with a hood that is up. She's in the middle of the ritual circle. These stones.
I would like to listen in on some of the
Mhm.
shit being said right now.
All right.
So would I.
You can go ahead. Yep. Oh, wits and awareness.
What's an awareness? Yes,
Mhm.
I specialized into this.
Sweet.
Yes.
Too often have I played the character that doesn't pay attention.
I have that problem sometimes.
I have a decent pool.
Nope.
All right, absolute banger. So with critical, that's going to be 10 successes.
Oh damn. Yeah,
Woo!
you hear everything. You can hear the summer courtiers and their king standing beside. This is bullshit. Why are we doing this? We should be doing something about this. The king being like, yeah, but politically it's 2 against 2 if we can get the winter court on our side. The spring court and the autumn court, they're so invested in this, like the spring court and the autumn court. And you can hear somebody softly crying off to the side. They've secluded themselves. There's a girl that's like, she's twitching and kind of like clearly either wanting to be on something or not on or on something. She's talking to someone else and is like, yeah, I don't know what's gonna happen tonight, but that like just keep an eye out, because I think it's gonna be bad. You hear members of the spring court away from their queen being like, she's gone crazy. Why are we agreeing to this? This is terrible. You hear the autumn court fae basically just being like, it's one child for the greater good. Like, what? I don't know why everyone's making a big deal about this.
All right, yeah, no. That's some good information.
What?
You have a question, Dan?
In my head, would I be able to? Would I know like what the repercussions would be if this event didn't happen? Would I need to make like a knowledge occult or?
No, you wouldn't. The repercussions of the ritual not happening are you run the risk of more children in the town going missing from the true fae, because someone is taking the children, and it has the telltale signs of the others of the gentry coming and taking them. Yes.
How much would Faye be aware or of how much investigation actually has been done into how, or not how, but who might be taking? Like, have they identified any of the potential true fae or that are at work at this, or don't know?
No one has been able to identify a true fae. One specific true fae. It might be many. The ritual doesn't cover just one true fae.
Right.
It covers all of them. Being unable to see the children, it blinds them to the children of the city, of the town that you're in, and prevents them from even knowing how or when to take them.
And after the year and a day is up, what then?
You have to perform the ritual again. And Crimson is more than happy to do it. You just need to call her back.
Faye might feel that there's something. She doesn't know exactly what might be at play, but she feels that there's some different mechanization going on here. There is a corruption of what's happening. I don't think this is playing into somebody else's hand, and not in a good way. But I don't know who or what.
All right. I will repeat this since our wandering monster did not hear it before. But at any point in time after the start of the ritual, your characters can choose to intervene. I will not be describing the ritual. I will be describing it in sections. Ritual starts. Part 1 is completed. Moving to part 2. At any point in time, your characters can choose to take action. And that is how I'm going to describe the ritual. So, There's murmurings and talking. You guys are talking amongst yourselves when Ren steps forward and says, "It is time for the children's contract to commence." And from off in the distance, you see another teenage boy. You know his name is Ian. He is ensorrelled to Crimson. And one of the Autumn Court courtiers, Poppy, carrying a door, an oaken door with a cherrywood frame that has songbirds engraved on the door handle. They bring this door into the center of the ritual circle and they lay it down.
So at this point, are we like,
Mhm.
is this like a stadium or almost? Are we like in seats, or is everyone sort of like gathered round to?
They're gathered round. You can sit on the rocks. You can sit
Mhm.
on tree logs. You can climb a tree and sit in a tree. Everyone, but you're in the middle of the circle. This ritual circle is where this is taking place. It's about 20 yards
Hmm.
in diameter. And everyone's just milling around in various locations, huddled in their small groups of the people they're the most comfortable with, their friends, their motleys,
Mhm.
their courts.
I Mhm. I want to go find was the kid Ian? You said his name was.
Yes, Ian is carrying the door with Poppy up
Mhm.
into the ritual site.
All right. Go up to me like, hey, you need a hand? Just
Um, he pulls out his little notepad of what you know of him. He is mute. And he writes on it that they have it handled, and he shows it to you.
all right. There goes my plan. But although I just know if you need anything while this is going on, I know this is probably going to be a lot for you, but if you're feeling uncomfortable or uneasy or anything, just I'm I'm here if you just want some support.
He nods his head. Now, what you'll notice about this boy and what you kind of already know about him, there was some background stuff that would have taken too long if I had
Mhm.
you guys do that beforehand. Is he is a previous sacrifice of the children's contract.
Mhm.
So you know that's how you know it's not actually a sacrifice. They live from it, but um he has telltale signs that you can see when you walk up to him
Mhm.
of what the contract does, and little bits of like of those elements. And he nods at you
Mhm.
and continues to move the door with Poppy.
All right.
I guess I just kind of look generally around at the group,
Mm-hmm.
and I guess my character. These are not my words verbatim. My character is enunciating. He's really curious to see kind of who's gonna show up and actually be really um, who's gonna show up when this actually gets underway.
Mhm.
Because usually, it comes to things like these, like person who really wants it to happen is gonna be watching from somewhere, right? Um,
Mm-hmm.
so yeah,
Go ahead and make a wits and awareness for me, since you're looking through the crowd for something more specific than just the lingering people.
okay, cool. I have 3 wit and 3 awareness, so I guess that's 6. I have 5 dice, so I will roll one more. So there's 0, 6, and 8, 6. So there's 4 successes, and I guess my one more. Okay, cool. 5 successes total.
5 successes. You don't notice anything weird. You don't notice anything that stands out. Again, it's the discomfort of others that are clearly not speaking up, as well as a few people that look very pleased that there is a solution to the problem of the children being taken in the city.
Again, for some reason I'm having trouble trying to speak in character. I am trying to infer to the group that we should I would think it important to try to take notice anyone who's actually taking pleasure in watching this event happen, because they probably have a considerably more vested interest in this event going through than just simply showing up to marvel at it.
You do notice that it's mostly autumn court from from Will's roll, and what you've noticed. It's the Autumn King, who you know to be Rain. There's an ogre named Greta. She's a water dweller named Greta, and Poppy herself seem the most actively interested, invested in what is happening.
Okay.
The door gets set down, laid flat on the ground.
Will's gonna look around. Does it seem like the summer court's going to intervene, as they did seem the most adamantly
Go ahead
against
and
this?
roll. Go ahead and roll a wits and awareness.
How much do we add when we spend a glamour again?
It's your weird pool.
Okay. I've lost a glamour.
All right.
That'll be 5 successes.
5 successes. What you notice about the summer court is they seem to be waiting as well. They seem to be waiting for something, anything to give them an excuse. But it doesn't seem like they're going to be the excuse that they need.
Will.
So,
Faye,
yes?
Faye, real quick. Well, maybe not real quick, depending. Crimson. Does she have a line of sight on Crimson?
You do have a line of sight on Crimson. She is in the center of the ritual circle.
I'm going to activate my Autumn contract and use Witch's Intuition on her.
Ooh. To know if she is afraid?
Yep.
All right. If anyone has a contract like that, the dragon knows that would be your court contracts or your mantle contracts. So it's either fleeting or eternal.
Oh, I have the dragon.
I may have confused some people.
Not a worry. So with a single crit, not messy, for a total of 8 successes.
You know what makes her afraid. Okay. What makes Crimson afraid is the others continuing to take children. She doesn't want them to take children. She truly and honestly believes this is the only way to protect them. And she is terrified that it won't succeed, that someone's going to intervene, that something is going to happen.
Oh, she's not wrong. Okay.
So
Faye will edge closer
yes.
to her motley, and just kind of mention to them, it's like things are proceeding on a very tight schedule. Crimson is utterly of the belief driven by this deep-seated fear. But this is the only way. I don't think so. We need to make a choice of something, some course of action, and we need... She glances at one of the many watches that adorn her wrist. Soon.
Yeah.
Summer Court looks like it's looking for anything to intervene, but there's not one to act on themselves.
And I repeat what I noticed from Ian. And I say, if we can stop that from happening to someone else, then we should. Question.
I agree.
Wait, Will, you said it was the summer court that was they were waiting for someone else to start things? Or...
Yeah.
I have a really quick question for the players. What's everyone's court? Mine is autumn.
Mine is winter.
Okay.
Summer.
Okay.
Spring.
Okay.
You guys are all the courts. I love this.
Nice. All right.
I didn't know which one to pick, so I just went with summer.
Yeah. So you would generally know the everyone would have gathered with their court, their king, their queen, depending on who ruled their court. So you would kind of have a general idea that the summer court is pissed off and they are looking for an excuse, just any excuse, honestly. But they don't want to be the first ones to, if the king orders the stopping of this, of his own volition, then he risks the other courts turning against him. It's that balancing act of, if it looks like a lot of people are going to be on their side or there's already a commotion, they'll take advantage of it, but they don't want to start something and be the ones that get the rest of the courts against them. The spring court, your queen is basically just like, my nephew got taken, we're doing this, and you know that the rest of the court here don't want to. They grief is causing your queen to act differently. The winter queen is just not really forceful. She just doesn't. She's like, we'll see. She's just not. She doesn't have a lot of oomph behind her punch. And your court, of course, Faye, almost all of them are absolutely eager for this. One sacrifice, what's one in the greater good, right? Fear is what you feed off of. Fear is what you strive for. Fear is what keeps you safe. So, you have a general idea of what all your courts think.
The way this fear is being leveraged, though, is at odds with Faye.
So,
question for the Motley. Faye has an idea.
What is it?
Will was listening to this idea.
What say we try to sabotage the ritual, but make it appear that one of the courts had a hand in it. And I would say the spring court. My idea is potentially, if I could pull it off, make it appear as if one of the members of the spring court did the sabotaging and then cause a disturbance, a distraction, if you will, by then saying, oh, look at this person who has done such a thing. The queen, the spring queen, would be rightly enraged at the stopping of the ritual, since she has such a stake in it, and it would cause quite an upset. Just a thought.
You're suggesting we cause a ruckus.
Exactly. Cause a motherfucking ruckus, just like the Wu-Tang.
Wow.
well, you guys are
Less
coming up
suicidal
with
than my
this
idea.
plan.
Just a thought.
While you guys are coming up with this plan, Ren
Huh.
has started the ceremony.
Okay.
Not Henry. Ian. Too many names. Ian knocks
No, not
3
Henry.
times.
Not Henry. Sorry.
Ian knocks 3 times on the door. Well, Crimson says, "Let us in, let us out." Oops, dropped my ear.
You okay with me trying my thing? If we need to try it?
Yep. Yeah.
Sure? Okay.
You,
Just trying to make sure.
so
All right, Faye's going to quickly move
Yeah.
behind a member of the Spring Court. Going
All
to
right.
going to pick someone a little shorter than her.
all right. I think that's everybody.
Yeah, it shouldn't be too hard.
Okay.
A little
It shouldn't
shorter.
be difficult. All right, so
And
I will go
then-
ahead and tell you who that happens to be.
And then I am going to.
Let's bring people.
Shit! I lost another glamour
That can
again.
either be Vex, the girl that was twitchy earlier that you heard, or Rogue.
Twitchy girl. Well, Rogue. Twitchy girl.
Rogue, his name is Rogue, and he is a ferret.
Ah.
You're gonna push.
Twitchy girl. Sounds good.
All right.
And
While you do that, you see that the ritual has started. Phase 1 of the ritual has started again. I will not be describing it. So while you are moving into position to that,
no problem.
you see the start of the ritual happening.
1, 2, 3. And here we go. And let's hope this happens.
Okay.
I'm going to do Unmaker's Destructive Gaze on the door.
Oh shit.
Oh.
What'd you get?
Oh.
Oh no.
2 crits. So that is a total of
Ooh.
8, 9, 10.
10.
Yep.
So
Holy shit. Okay.
the door cracks. Now, the child is out of that place in the hedge.
As soon as the cracking occurs, Faye is going to step back and look directly at the twitchy girl and go, "What did you do? What did you do?"
Go ahead and roll a manipulation and subterfuge for that one.
All right.
Meanwhile, with your really high roll earlier with that wits and awareness, Will, you hear somebody softly cursing at the destruction of the door. You smell this foul odor. All right. So
Not my best attribute.
Crimson gets mad. You visibly see it. She gets frustrated, but she puts a hand up, shushes people because now there's a murmur now. Oh my gosh, like why are you trying to disturb the ritual? Autumn Court's getting a little bit edgy, but she holds up a hand and goes, "No matter. We can proceed." With the ritual. Now people are getting crabby. This is you can see the sparks it's set off. People are getting crabby. They're like, "Oh, it's the sabotage is happening." Crimson's like, "We'll deal with the destruction, the troublemaker later." And Vex is like, "Excuse me, I didn't do anything. What the fuck? What the fuck? I didn't do anything. What do you mean I did something?" She whirls on you. Whoa.
Okay. What does she do?
Playing along to Faye. Sorry.
Go ahead.
Go
Sorry.
ahead.
I was gonna say I want to help Faye along and just kind of play along and turn it back to be like, "We all saw you. We all saw what you did."
If we all like just start going hysterically with this, do we get like a collective bonus to our
Yeah.
roll?
You
Okay.
actually would.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
If you all
What
start going along with it, the person with the highest manipulation and subterfuge is going to get 3 extra dice.
Cool.
Okay.
I guarantee you that's not me.
Causing a ruckus. I'm causing a ruckus.
It's not me.
I only got a total of
It's-
4 dice.
yeah. It's a total of 6 dice for me.
Cool.
I have 2
So
dice.
you get 6, and then you get to add the 3.
Yes.
Right.
I'm
Yeah,
So you
that's
get
fine.
a total of 9 dice.
Okay.
Yep.
I will assist in this endeavor,
Okay.
being like, I saw you.
Yeah.
Everyone knows I
Meanwhile-
got good eyesight.
Well,
Hey,
Will,
one.
you can hear someone. Someone's moving through the crowd. It's a foul smell.
Yeah.
You know them as someone. The smell is familiar, and you think of them as someone from the autumn. 3.
Yeah.
It's okay. It's causing a big distraction. People are getting mad. People are getting.
I forgot.
Yes?
Are we allowed to spend glamour like a willpower roll to re-roll? Or not?
No, you use willpower to reroll.
Or I mean, shit. Okay, sorry. Yes, you can roll. You can spend
You can
willpower if you want. My
spend
bad.
willpower if you
I was
like.
stuck. I was hung up on the glamour thing. My bad.
I don't like
Yeah.
that. That's just a will. You spend willpower.
Yeah. Sorry.
No, Will, you hear this smell is foul. You know that this person is from the Autumn Court. You've seen them before when the freeholds get together, when the courts get together. Name is Black Peter, and you can tell they're heading. This person is heading towards the ritual circle, towards the boy they pulled out of the doorway. Now the weird thing is you can't see him, but you can see the impressions in the grass where his feet are touching. You can smell that foul odor. He was the person you heard saying shit. The person who got frustrated when the door broke.
Quick question. Ian's pulling a kid through the door.
They had pulled the kid through the
Yeah,
door.
done.
You were breaking it, and they basically big yank, door breaks. So the kid's out, and then as soon as the gate broke, Will heard somebody cursing softly,
Gotcha.
and now he's
Cool.
noticing this strangeness. What did you
Gotcha.
get?
Good.
Sorry, I'm pointing in random directions. I don't know where everybody is. I just point to people. Sorry.
Mhm.
Tristan.
Yeah.
Oh.
I had 2.
Added 2, so a total of
Yeah.
5.
Total of 5. Oh yeah, no. You're the queen. The spring queen has whirled and been like, "Why would you do this? Why would you Why would you try to interrupt the ceremony?" And Lex is like, "I didn't try to interrupt the ceremony." Shouting has ensued. People have moved forward. Crimson is like, "Everyone back up. It's not gonna affect the ceremony." You know, she's trying to maintain some order. Will, with your keen eyesight, everyone else can make a wits and awareness.
You could
With your
say-
keen eyesight,
You could say he's keen.
you still notice this guy walking through the crowd, heading for this boy.
Yeah,
You
so
see,
you mean to make a what's awareness?
you can go ahead and make everyone else can make a wits and awareness. You're good. I'm still going off. You rolled so well. I'm just kind of riding off this right now.
Awesome.
Two. All right.
2? Okay. Let me see what's awareness for me.
You can see
Oh,
him
that's actually a
walking
good
through
one for me.
the crowd. You don't see this, Tristan. The yelling and the chaos and the assisting with the lie. You're not catching sight of what Will is seeing.
I'm not either.
You don't see it either. You're too busy being like, I hope this worked. And you see
Just checking
the
watches
grass
on all
start to
forearms.
part nearby. You see a symbol being etched into the dirt nearby where this child is. You see the flare. Yeah.
Am I getting a real bad vibe from him?
It's pretty sketchy, but you're not 100% sure what it is he's doing, though. I'll go ahead and let you roll a wits and insight if you'd like. to see if
Okay.
you can figure it out as he is doing it.
Okay.
In the meantime, yelling is happening.
Faye is going to disengage out of the screening nets
Mhm.
that they entwined Vex in, and
Mm-hmm.
move closer to her motley, and and just kind of gauge where everybody's at. Like,
Yeah.
That's gonna be 6 successes.
nice.
Six successes.
Dan, what was your
Whoever
name
this is-
again for your character? Sorry,
Charles.
Go ahead.
Charles. Thank you. Gosh, I totally
Mhm.
spaced out.
Charles.
Yeah.
Charles. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
This person is making a new gate
All right.
to the hedge right there.
This is what Will's doing. Will's gonna call out this motherfucker like, "Hey, fuck you doing?" And is gonna go towards him. Fuck it.
Go towards him. Do you see those symbols being etched faster? The gate opens, and as I'm going to have you roll a dexterity and athletics as you head towards him.
Will appears to be
Okay.
heading
And
towards
the
a
rest-
violent interaction.
You guys look. You see this gate has now opened.
Big money, big money, big money.
No whammies. No whammies.
Okay. So, a critical is worth 4 successes. Just to double check with you. Correct?
It is. Yes. Yep.
Correct.
Yep.
Cool. 10 successes. 2 crits.
So
Dang.
here you go.
Tristan,
You
Charles, what are we doing?
And just as you leave,
Mhm.
and you all see this. Ian, the boy that is not Ian. Sorry, Finn is the name of the boy that I've been not mentioning because of the children's contract. So Finn, the other boy, gets pushed into the gate as your friend tackles this mysterious assailant, and the gate closes behind. And this kid, while the hedge is dangerous, is safe from the children's contract. Finn is not in the ritual circle anymore. But you do have a hold of the very stinky man named Black Peter, who opened the gate in the first place.
Do I know this individual?
Faye would know them better. They are Autumn Court. But once you hit them, they become visible again. And they are gross. They're a skitter skulk, which is the same. They're a beast, but they have like bugs crawling on them, and they stink. Flies specifically. They are a fly. Sorry.
Yeah, I guess for everyone
They
else,
smell bad. They're gross. They're real gross.
I am a
so.
wolf hunter heart.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
So I imagine
you've
this is a sight.
tackled them to the ground.
Mhm.
Everyone pauses for a minute. There's a breath as everyone watches this happen. Kid's gone. In the hedge. Disappeared. Safe from the ritual, but lost in the hedge. And then Crimson, somebody go get that child. And the clearing erupts into chaos. Changelings start shouting, "Why don't you go get him? I can't leave the ritual space. If I leave the ritual space, it breaks the contract." And that's enough for some of the summer court. They start to circle her, and they are looking at her and like, "Oh, you can't leave? Or it'll fuck up your little ritual."
I'm
She. Mm-hmm.
Go ahead, Tristan.
I want to help this. I want to help this chaos along.
Oh.
Yeah, basically, like,
Fantastic tackle, Will.
Yeah.
Just gonna
That
say.
was beautiful.
Nice.
that was amazing.
For Daniel. I'm just kidding.
All right. how are you going to help the chaos along?
Well, first, like, I'm adding to the din by by going along with the wait, who's gonna. And then I'm also I'm having trouble wording this, but basically I'm gonna try and provoke the summer court even more.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
And
all right.
In fact, actually, what I'm gonna do to provoke them is I'm gonna say, you probably had a hand in this. You didn't want the ritual to succeed. How do we know you didn't have a part in this? And basically try and call them out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Now that does get people, some of the various members turn to you and are like, "Oh, it's not you. Look at who did it," and they'll point to Black Peter, who, Will is just like, "I got him, I got him."
Very, very quietly, I am gonna ask Black Peter, the fuck did you do?
Saved the kid, man. I saved the kid. In the hedge. I was supposed to go with him. I was supposed to lead him to a safe place. Like
Oh, damn.
Y'all fucked up.
We fucked up.
You should have done a better job because you looked really sketchy.
We can go through the head. I couldn't let Crimson see me, man. Have you seen her? She had my head. The Autumn Court. I'm Autumn Court, man. I can't do this. Like I couldn't let them know.
Shit. Okay. I will make a look towards Faye and give a look of do some fuck shit. And I'm going to whisper to Black Peter, when the shit explodes, we go.
Yeah. So the spring court starts backing you up, Tristan. They're like, yeah, maybe it was the summer court, and I mean people are getting ready to throw fists. And Black Peter is also whispering, I can open the gate again, man. The longer we wait, the more lost this kid is gonna become. We have to go get him. We have to do something about it. Like,
can Faye approach where Will and Black Peter are?
Yes, you can. Okay. You see a couple of courtiers from opposite courts in each other's faces, almost touching. The aggression is clear. It's an autumn court denying the summer court's claim of, our courtier did this. Someone bribed him. He would never do something like that. Like just rising voices. I can't make that much chaos myself, but just people are over talking each other. They're screaming profanities, insults. Some people are starting to push each other. And as the chaos in the clearing ensues.
Okay.
If you all want, you can wander over.
Sure.
I am wandering over.
Let us. Faye is going to maneuver in such a way that kind of create like a physical kind of barrier between who may be watching where Will has Black Peter.
I have Black Peter, and it looks like I have him tight, but I don't. It's just for show.
Got it.
And I am telling Peter, okay, I think we're distracted enough. Fucking do what you gotta do. I'm sorry, I fucked this up.
I'm thinking, I'm kind of leaning it over to Charles and Tristan and going, let's kind of see about, do you have anything that could help shield this scene to let Peter do what they need to do?
While they're doing all that,
I don't have any real like area of effect kind of stuff. I know what Sim would do.
a little bit now, aren't you?
Yeah. Will I be able to do anything using will I be able to do anything using follow my lead, which is one of the fairest contracts?
Yes, as a matter of fact, you can use your Ferris contracts or the contracts of Vainglory to essentially try to draw attention to yourself so Peter can make the gate.
Yes, that's
If
what I'm
everyone's
doing.
looking at you, do the look at me like the Toreador. And then
Yeah.
when everyone's looking at you, your Motley can quickly help Peter get the new gate, and then they can wait for you to drop it.
Can you?
And then you can
see?
you can position yourself so that you can quickly get to the gate if you'd like.
Can you all?
Oh,
Peter
yes,
starts making the symbols again.
And
Dan,
just
what
so
are you doing?
As
So,
this,
question. So
Yeah.
most of the people couldn't even see
Sorry.
Peter in the first place, right? While he was making all this magic.
He was invisible. He was invisible, yeah.
Except
He,
to
could,
Will.
he was
Except to Will.
They're like, there's like, while he was casting this magic, though, there is like, there would be like, basically evidence to the crowd that magic indeed happened. He said like runes were burning and things like that, and all that fancy jazz.
yeah, he was digging, and the only reason that Will noticed it is because he got 10 on the wits and awareness at the start of the thing. Like he saw everything. He was like, something's going on, something's up. I'm
And
gonna find it.
so you're saying right now everything's on edge, and like the summer court and the winter court are about to each other's heads open if they can just find an excuse to shit on each
The
other.
summer court, the spring court, the autumn court.
Charles.
Okay, what if I just in a moment of pure chaos? So you're saying that there is
You gonna
tell
rain on
that
everyone's
magic
parade?
happened even though couldn't see the guy in the first place. What if my character's just like, oh wow, this looks like devious summer magic to court of summer magic to me.
You can assist. You can assist Tristan with what they're about to do if you want to do that, and you can add an extra dice to whatever roll you're about to make.
Nice.
Okay.
yeah.
Sam, just for your information, I used my contract of Pathfinder. And I know that
Yep.
I know that Black Peter's working on something, but I used the Pathfinder contract too, and I got a total of 5 successes on it.
Okay. 5. Everyone turns to you. What do you say?
Well, first of all, to draw even more attention, Tristan's shirt is off. Just because I think it's funny.
Keeping with that Ferris tradition.
Yeah.
Talk to you about
And then
Look at me.
yeah, it says, "Hey." And I'm just that's not actually what I was gonna do. I just needed to look at the sheet again for what? That's not the right thing. I'm
Picturing like this.
yes, he
six pack, just like.
no. Yeah, he's
just putting on a show. It's great.
God, no. Yeah.
Like Terry Crews,
Hey,
you know.
we need to know. Yeah, we know who the I think we know who the real enemy is, and he's turning to both the spring and the summer court and says, "Wasn't it one of the autumn court that disrupted the ritual?"
All right, you've caught everybody's attention. Another round of accusations and anger bursts forth from the gathering congregation. And in that moment where you catch their attention, Black Peter finishes the gate for the second time. And you have but moments to jump into it.
Black Peter and Will were in there.
Right in. All right.
Yep.
You headlong?
Headlong.
Yeah.
Feet first for me.
Yeah.
Feet first.
Right. Yeah. Right before. Yeah. Right before it finishes, I says like, maybe we. Yeah, and while Tristan still has the attention of the court, says, maybe the time for talking is over, and then as he finishes and they get riled up, jumps in.
Nice. All right, yeah, everyone starts to get riled up. You jump in. Gate closes behind you guys. You've left them in shambles to argue. They've heard that it was Vex. They've heard that it was so and so. You know, like everyone. You know you've left that ritual space in absolute chaos.
Mm-hmm.
But
Somebody's getting
enter-
a black eye.
somebody's getting punched.
Black Peter's
You
getting a black
enter.
eye. There you
I
go.
cannot believe I just did that.
The hedge. I'm going to peel this off, guys, because it is now pulling on my
Yeah.
skin.
Mm-hmm.
Ow.
Oh,
Okay.
that made a weird ass noise. I'll tell you that much. What did you
Did.
do? That was suspicious.
I
Feel like
pulled my
might
skin
have-
off.
feel like
No, I
you
didn't. This
might
is latex, by the way.
have done
It's
something
latex.
like
It
that.
was on my. It was on my skin.
It's-
What do you want?
it's
Me? What do you want?
you're like,
I'm
oh,
sorry,
that
it sounded
was-
like-
you're like,
yeah.
that was the horn.
It was
You're like,
Just the
legit. It
most
was just
hardcore.
It's the only way to get it off.
Sim
Anyways.
knows where that horn can go.
She gonna kill him. Anyways, you guys enter the hedge. With your Pathfinder, you have found a path. You're pretty sure it's probably the right one.
Does
You
any-
hear it, you know. Yes.
Does anybody else have hedge contracts?
I
I have a merit.
I'm glad I took
Fame out.
Okay.
You have
I
a
can
what,
call-
Merit?
I have a fame out.
Fame out.
Turn it back.
Beautiful.
Got it. Cool.
Beautiful.
Okay, I was just double checking if anybody else had any hedge contracts that they wanted to utilize as well.
I have Wild Walker.
I'm not familiar with that one.
Oh.
Wild Walker. Each success reduces the environmental penalty by 1 to move, hide, or perceive.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that sounds useful, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Charles, you
which
got-
is my
Oh, good.
word plus persuasion.
Okay.
So I'll make a quick roll for that.
Okay. Tristan? you got
so-
anything or no?
Do I need to spend glamour to use this, or I have no idea how to play Changeling.
I've never heard of the ability you're talking about. I don't think.
I need to go find my phone because someone is texting me and I have no idea where I said it. So I will
Okay.
step away
No worries.
while you all figure out that.
I will
What
send it
is
to
the name
you.
of the ability?
Wild Walker, part of the contracts of the Wild. I will send it. I'll send you the link that I'm using. Tell me if it's good or not. Again,
Contracts of the Wild is that's Rose contracts.
I was gonna say.
I heavily modified this game to make sense to my brain. Yeah, no, they're different than Rose contracts. I haven't seen those ones because I made up
Okay.
contracts of the Wild are the ones the Wildlings have.
okay.
It's not a problem at all. Go ahead and apply what it says. It's just I kind of try to modify it for V5. So if it gives you bonuses to like knowing direction or finding things, by all means go right ahead and use it. We will go ahead and roll with this. Send me the link. It's perfectly
Yeah.
fine.
I've sent it to you.
Cool.
It's under the subsection of Beast Affinity contracts.
Got it. Oh, I see what you're looking at. Okay, got it. I gotcha. Nice. Yeah, no, that's absolutely If it would be you'd roll a glamour, and then you're just
Okay.
gonna go ahead and apply that, and then
I imagine an 8. I keep my glamour, or
yes,
okay.
it's much like a rouse check. Only the difference is you, instead of getting hungrier, you use glamour and lose glamour.
Okay.
So you have full
Understood.
glamour and you lose it, rather than being not hungry and gaining hunger. Does that make sense? It's the opposite of a rouse check.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Also, my dice roll. I'm on fucking fire tonight. This never happens. So that's gonna be 5 in total successes.
Wow.
Nice.
So
Nice.
with
What?
the other contract, and with your
Yeah.
5,
Yes.
I have a 5 for the Pathfinder. Yeah. Cool.
Mm-hmm.
Well worked.
You guys can figure out based on footprints and various other things in the dirt, clothing brushed against thorns in the hedge, that the child Finn, the one that the contract, the ceremony was centered around, has wandered towards what you believe is the sound of music. You can hear music, and as you're following this trail, this music is getting louder. And
Wait, pause, please. Sorry, I did not mean to interrupt you. I just want to make sure, as we hear this music and we're going down the trail.
Twale.
It's Elvis, by the way. You hear someone's blaring Elvis in the head
Elvis.
right
Oh
now.
no, we're back on Phallus Island.
I like raise everyone, like I raise my hand up and ask everyone just to stop for a second.
Yes.
None of us feel like we're being like magically compelled to go along with the tune of this music, are we? No. Okay. I just wanted to.
No, none of
It's a
you
good
feel
check.
magically compelled.
It's not the
Okay.
Pied Piper.
Good check. It's not the Pied Piper.
So as we're approaching,
Mm-hmm.
Will pull down his hoodie, and people can get a better look at his face. Hope he's got dog ears. Not like, pointed like a wolf. Floppy like a bloodhound.
Oh, like, got it.
Yeah. I also have the flaw again, changeling eyes. So my eyes are freaky,
Ooh.
and those look like eyes of a wolf.
Very nice.
But when Will was,
Ow.
brought in, his handler thought, floppy ears. That's hilarious.
So, you pull your hood down. Everybody sees this. What you end up approaching, following the footsteps, following the sounds of the music, of the Elvis greatest hits, is you see, I know we are missing somebody, so hopefully they will be back, and 3LC will be back in a minute, but you see a weird lean-to kind of shack up on this little hill. There is a thick set of vines around the base of the hill, and there's a portcullis, and a speaker is playing this music. The Elvis's greatest hits are just coming out of the speaker. The little house is up the hill. It is shabby looking. It's made of all kinds of corrugated metal. It's just mashed together. It's just one of those like gross old shacks. Whoever made it with just whatever they could find, and it is not structurally sound in any way. Yes.
Okay. That's interesting. I really want to go up and see what's going on with this shack. I will slowly approach it, but
Okay.
my character is like, his eyes are darting around. He's making
Anybody going with Charles to examine the portcullis and the? Are you all going up?
Yeah.
Okay.
What are we investigating?
That's the
Elvis's shack house.
shack.
We found the Shake Shack.
It's you got you found where the music was coming from. So what you guys would be examining is the portcullis. Now, this would be a wits and investigation. Has the highest.
It's an investigation. Okay. Oh, I have points in that. Haha. I have points in both.
Okay.
Okay.
That is not me.
Wits investigation. That's a pool of 5 for me.
That's a
son of
pool
a
of 3
bitch.
for
Pool of
me.
6
So.
for me.
It's a pool of 6
All right.
for me, and I got like nothing. Are you fucking serious?
All right. So
You have one success.
Faye can go ahead and try, and you can add 2 extra dice for Tristan and Will
Okay.
assisting.
Okay.
Yes.
I'll give it a shot here, Charles.
Mhm.
May I have a look? 5.
5.
Yeah.
You notice amongst the brambles, tucked away, you notice a little button. It's almost like an intercom. It's rusty, it's old, it's gross, and you notice it. As you start to peel away the branches, the music crackles and stops for just a second before another song starts.
Here's the source of this, and it looks... she's just going to run her hand over the device and the button, but not depress it. Does it feel like it has any give, or does it feel rusted or broken in some way?
The button feels like it would have some give. Now, because everyone assisted with this, you all notice it too. You see Faye has found it, and that she doesn't quite press the button, but just press it a little bit. It will depress if you want to push it.
Is it a doorbell? Will says to the group. Not 100% sure.
Guess
we can find out.
Faye ever seen anything like this before?
I had a question.
Yes.
Talking, is this like playing like
Muzak?
Jailhouse Rock, Hound Dog, like rock and roll Elvis Presley? Are we talking more like classic love ballads, Elvis Presley?
It's all kinds of Elvis
just the hits?
Presley. The songs are just hits of Elvis's. They're all kinds of things.
Just curious.
So much Elvis.
Oh, return to sender.
You have probably seen something like this. It's like at those fancy houses where you have to be buzzed in. You push the door number you want, or room, house address, and you talk to somebody who's not down there to be like, hey, can you let me in the house? It's an intercom. It's a house intercom.
What do we want to do?
Maybe I'm just curious, but what would happen if we actually pushed a button?
Either someone will pick up, or the music will continue, or it's my best estimation at this point. Or it could be a trap. You can do a lot of interesting things with a button.
Wait, just
is he frozen for anybody else, or is it just me?
Yes.
Yeah.
I was gonna say.
Yeah.
The more someone looks like they are intent on pressing the button, the more I'm just kind of like.
Okay.
The thing is,
back myself up.
You ain't nothing but a hound.
What Tristan's thinking is like, maybe this is a trap, and in that case, is it better to spring it? But
we could always take like 20 steps back and just like throw rocks at this button until.
Oh, actually, Tristan, I was actually gonna find a stick, like a long stick.
Sure.
That's a good idea.
Yeah.
The rocks weren't a bad idea either, but
no problem.
Yeah.
I'm for it.
I will make sure I'm intently behind like a tree or something.
Yeah.
There's no trees in that. There are no trees nearby. They're brambles. You can hide in the brambles. There is a tree.
Lowering myself
there is a
into
tree
the
nearby.
Actually, could I?
There is a singular tree with no leaves.
There's one tree.
You can hide behind it.
There's one with Charles standing behind it. Going,
Charles.
Good luck.
Could I try something? Or no? Go ahead and do your stick idea. It's okay. Go for it.
Yeah. So I find either a stick or a bramble branch or something long that I could use, and
you can find one.
Yeah.
There's a tree that Charles found. You can just break a branch off the tree.
Yeah. Mhm.
You push it. Yep.
Mhm. Yeah.
You hear the music over the intercom stops, and you hear a voice say, "Ah, guests,
Okay, in that
let
like
me
just
raise the
flat,
gate." Yep. Let me
like
raise the gate.
guess
And the
like
portcullis opens. Yeah, it's very flat. It's guests. Let me raise the gate. And the gate goes up.
can't be the only one
It's
who just wants.
very flat.
Does it
Unsettling?
sound robotic in some way?
It sounds not robotic, not like the person is speaking as a robot, but it definitely sounds very blank.
Gotcha.
Mhm.
So the door opens, the portcullis opens, and you can walk up the hill to the weird little lean-to.
Mhm.
I'm definitely the last one to enter.
Do we have what's Will doing?
Well, Will, if everyone's all right, will be the first one to walk through the door.
Sure.
Think-
Is everyone okay with that?
Yeah.
I
Mhm.
think Will got
Totally
disconnected.
cool.
Nope.
I follow.
You follow. Will's first. You follow. Faye, I'm assuming, is in
Oh.
between, and then Charles is at the back.
Oh.
Yeah.
So you
We'll be part of the
You walk
face
up to the lean-to. It's part of the. You walk up to the lean-to. The door opens for you. You see a man standing there. Now, the man's appearance is that of an elemental mannequin. He's got this plastic face that in parts is flaked off. You can see a darker plastic beneath where it's cracked. He's very difficult to read. But he looks old. He looks broken. He's opened the door for you, and his home is just as disorganized and terrible on the inside. There's crap on all these half-like cocked shelves. It's a wonder anything is working. You see the boy Finn. He is laying in a chair, unharmed. He's just doesn't look happy, but he's not hurt. And you see a ventriloquist dummy off to the side wearing a dirty white wedding dress. And he Discord problems?
I believe Keenan is experiencing some Discord issues. They'll probably try reconnecting in just a second, I hope.
Yeah, I'm 1,000% concerned about the ventriloquist dummy and the dirty ass wedding dress.
Yeah, that's unsettling.
Question.
There we go. Yes.
So Peter is the one that opened the gate and let us through here. Where did he go?
Yeah, he's following you. Oh, he's following you. He's just not helping.
Okay.
So you do see that he seems pretty kind of excited that you found this kid because he was very concerned about it.
This is us we're talking about.
So he allows you entry. This man steps back. Like, please come in.
Faye will move
And-
forward.
Yeah. Will walk in and just
Follow Will's lead.
look around.
Same.
Would you like a refreshment?
No, thank you.
Anybody else?
No, thank you.
Fine. Your generosity.
What can I do for you? What brings you here?
We're trying to find someone who is lost that we believe passed through here.
You can see him. I don't know if I cut out. You can see the
Yeah.
kid on in the
Yeah.
hall. So
Yeah. Yeah, we're trying. We're actually looking for that kid.
I found him first.
Thank you for that. And is he all right?
He's fine, but I need him.
Need him? For what?
We're gonna gloss over what he needs the kid for.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
But we're gonna say it's to bring the dummy to life. He needs something from the kids to make his mannequin real, his ventriloquist dummy real. So he expresses this to you.
Pinocchio shit. I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
And he says it's because he is dreadfully lonely.
As he is going about his fucking creepo ass old man speech,
He's very matter of fact about it. I just can't tell you what he says.
I'm very lonely. Give me the boy.
Dreadfully lonely.
I mean, what is that character from fucking Family Guy? The fucking old man.
Oh god.
Want some popsicles?
Yes.
Hello, Peter.
Herbert, I think the name is.
Oh, thank you. Thank you for coming to my little shed in the middle of the hedge.
I'm just gonna like slowly kind of like step by step make my way back to the doorway. We have 1 foot outside. I'm gonna be keeping watch from the surrounding area. Like I'm gonna like
You're gonna keep watch?
Open.
Watch? Okay.
I'm gonna keep watch. Maybe he's summoning
right.
like his retirement community friends to come creep on us while he's telling us his fucking weird ass sub story.
You got some your water elemental, right? You got some seagulls that can fly around and
oh my gosh.
Surprised you're not filling the place with water. Surprised we're not smashing grabbing the kid and
he explains to you that he's dreadfully lonely and that he is attempting to make his mannequin real so that he can have a companion.
I mean, all right. Once Tristan gets over his shock at that, says, you know, I understand loneliness. I understand what it feels like and what it can do for you, but this isn't the way to fix it. I mean, if there are other ways to have friends, I mean, if I agree to be your friend, will you let Finn go?
You would come back and see me?
Yeah.
Go ahead and roll.
Mm-hmm.
And if you have any contracts that will help with this, go ahead and roll a charisma and persuasion.
While this is happening, Will is going to check on Finn and just make sure Finn's okay.
Mm-hmm.
He's he's fine. He looks terribly scared of the doll is what this dude's name is. He hasn't said his name yet.
Finn will go and take a closer look at the marionette.
Mm-hmm.
The ventriloquist dummy? Yes. Okay.
Sorry.
What you notice is he's already started the process of turning it into a real boy. You can't really determine. Except the hand is too big. So when you lift it up, the hand is too big. I I'm trying to not be super graphic, guys. Like, I'm sorry.
Old Big Hands McGee over here.
Mr. Ham Hands.
Exactly. What are you going to be doing with this big hand?
Question.
I got questions.
Micah's character is making an important role right now, I guess. I use like one of my abilities, like
Fake it just
Lady Luck or Favored Fate.
Absolutely.
To boost their role.
You can absolutely do that to add to their roll. Just do the appropriate check or whatever. Excuse me, hi Memo.
For Favored Fate, it says the dice pool is my charisma plus my weird. And they would get would gain 2 dice to their roll.
Yes. So you can go ahead and use that and give that bonus to Tristan.
Okay.
Just make sure you let Tristan know. Mal, get off my cord. Thank you.
Well, you would get 2 additional dice to that roll because I am using Favored Fate.
Oops. There we go. Yeah.
That
Finn
is
tells you
4 successes.
4 successes?
Uh-huh.
All right. Finn tells you that he's fine. You can tell he's a little scared, but something about this child, he doesn't seem to frighten easily. You noticed it during the ceremony. Again, I wasn't going to describe too much, but he didn't seem to be super frightened, but this thing scares him. So he doesn't want to be there. He's happy to see anybody other than Doll. 4 is enough. So Doll
will look at Finn and just be like, I'm not gonna let anything happen to you.
He nods his head vigorously.
Stay behind me. You're gonna be okay. I promise.
Okay. And he whispers it. Doll looks at you, Tristan. As long as you promise to come back, Finn, the boy, can go with you.
Promise to come back and visit.
Visit, yes.
Mm-hmm. Friends.
We are friends.
Yeah.
Then that is acceptable. Did you have a question?
Yes, what was
Nice.
this?
I'm pointing in random directions. 3LC, did you have a question?
What was the mannequin's name? Did they give a name?
Doll.
Just Doll. Okay.
He would have. Doll. Just Doll. He just introduces himself as Doll. Yeah, you're at Doll's house.
Are there any articles around the room that might have suggested this elemental's past life or something like that? I'm
there
curious.
are things around the room that I cannot describe to you.
Okay.
Right now, because consent. So, his house is awful. No one wants to be here. It's uncomfortable and kind of gross. So there were some things. So Sim would be having a bad time too, in case you're wondering. That'll give you an idea, 3LC. Sim would be having a very rough time with the doll's house.
This place would have been in flames
So-
already. Okay.
Yes, it would have. So, you, I'm assuming, will get the boy, you get Finn up.
Yeah.
You have Doll's
Look at
permission
Finn.
to take him without a fight.
I'm just like, how you doing, kid?
Dang. Kid's like, I never heard of a
Finn?
water elemental from the Bronx. No, I'm just kidding. No, I'm just kidding.
Hey, they call me Tony.
Yo, I'm Chucky the water elemental.
Finn.
How's it going?
Finn looks at you, and I mean, he kind of looks back at Doll, and Doll is just now moving on to something else. Like, you convinced him to. I mean, Tristan's gonna come back. They're friends.
Yeah.
And so, bye.
Yeah,
and
no. Will is getting the kid out there as fast as
Finn-
possible. That place
Yep.
is bad
You
vibes.
guys-
Bad vibes.
Yep.
Bad vibes.
You guys shuffle
real.
out, and Finn says, "Thank you. Thank you. Where are we going?" And I need
Away
everyone to
from
roll me
here.
a wit.
Yeah.
I need everyone to roll me a wits and awareness.
I get a bonus since I said my character was being proactive, paying attention to their surroundings.
You can have a 2 dice bonus to this.
Okay, cool.
What if
Wits
you
and
have
awareness.
merit?
6.
So-
Okay, so
What was
my
that?
total for this is going to be 8.
The danger sense merit, I
Mhm.
will let you know when that comes into play because it absolutely is going to. Right now it does not
Is
because
this- would this be a awareness check for something in the environment that Wild Plucker would
I
kick
guess
in?
that's on par for
or...
mathematics. I have 4. Whoops, I have 4 successes.
go ahead and kick that in. Yeah, go ahead and use it. You have 4?
Okay, so do I gotta re-roll my browse check for glamour?
Yes. All right,
Okay.
2. You got a 4. Sorry.
Lose a
So
glamour.
we have a 2, a 4, a 4. You lose a glamour. All right. Roll a hunger die. If you've lost the glamour, you can get a messy critical.
Okay. The spread one shall be my hunger.
All right.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 successes.
6 successes. With all of your rolls, what you notice is as you start to rush the kid out, as you start to rush Finn away from the doll's house, you notice Black Peter. And he's creeping up again towards Finn, the same way he was at the ritual site.
I get in front of him.
I'm gonna
Yep.
place myself in front
Everybody.
of Finn, in between.
Ranger danger.
What are you doing, man? What are you doing?
Mhm.
I'm just excited that we found him. Like, I mean, where are we taking him? Like, we need to, like, we can't take it back to the ritual site, man. Like, we can't do that, can we? Because, like, you know, they'll you know, I mean, the point was getting him safe. Like, I have a place I can take him.
Man, that sounds sus. Just
Mm-hmm.
yeah. So
He's welcome to roll an insight check on this. So wits and insight if you think he is being sketchy.
yeah.
Oh, hell yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
It sounds
Hey,
sketchy.
if we,
Yes.
I was gonna say, like, if it would be possible to pull our I guess this game mechanic where
You can pull your efforts.
yeah,
yeah,
because I'm like
You
I'm
can
like,
pull your efforts
Yeah.
if
Okay.
you want. So, who has the highest wits and insight?
mine is a 5
Mine.
Mine is a
or
cheat.
6. So I guess we should all pull it and give it.
Hold on.
Mine
How high is yours, Keenan?
Mine is 7.
7. All right. So add 3 to 7. You give yourself 10 dice, and you can go ahead and roll that wits and awareness.
Okay. Do I have enough dice? Was the question. Okay, let's replace one of these dice with that hunger dice.
Woo!
Bless you.
Gesundheit, Dan.
Okay.
I'm really glad Tristan is going to be coming back to visit. Sorry.
We're gonna have some popsicles.
He's so lonely, dreadfully lonely.
Dread.
He just wants a friend.
5, 6,
Don't
7,
we
He's
all?
like
nine,
together
10.
forever. You
Okay.
and me.
So with a regular critical, luckily not a messy, it got real close to being messy.
Uh-huh.
That's gonna be 10 successes.
Hell yeah.
Oh yeah, he's full of shit. He is full of shit. You're pretty sure he was lying to you. Now that you're thinking about it, he was probably lying to you back when he said he was opening the gate to get the kid taken to safety.
Damn, none of us even bothered to check. We all were just like, we fucked up.
I'm gonna
That
punch
is
him in the
actually
fucking
right.
face and call
None
him
of
a
us even
fucking
tried to
liar.
check. We all were just like,
All right.
damn.
Throat punch, throat punch.
Texting death punch.
Okay.
5-finger death punch.
So Dex plus Brawl.
Yep, Dex plus Brawl. Or you can use Strength plus Brawl. It depends on if you're trying to do something like kind of like grab him by the throat and wham, you can use your Dex. But if you're just trying to punch him in the face, use your Strength.
Fucking.
Am I missing something? Who's in
Shop
combat
him.
right now?
Will and Peter.
Will is gonna punch fucking
I think
Peter
I'm
in
not
the
receiving
face.
everyone
Yeah.
communicate. Okay, let me jump out and jump in real quick.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Oh, it's fine. I'll be right back.
Okay, so 4 successes, a critical with the hunger dice.
All right.
Everything else is a failure. I
Oh.
think that I think that's a
Messy critical.
That's a messy success.
All right.
Messy success.
So here's what happens. Here's what happens with your messy critical. Oh god, oh no, that was so bad. Why? So he doesn't he's just like, these guys believe me, and then you just grab him by his throat, and you're you being a beast, even if you don't have this contract, your claws, your nails just grow, and you just puncture a little bit, and he just starts screaming as he goes down, and you're just like, you've thrown him down, you've gotten tangled in the briars of the thorns nearby, of the hedge nearby, rolling around in the dirt, and you were muted, by the way. If you had something to say, I'm sorry. Tristan, you were muted.
Oh,
So-
yeah. Alright, is it like while he's down on the ground, Tristan, I'm gonna position myself so I'm kind of like right in front of his head, just kind of bend down, be like, I think you're gonna start being honest with us, unless you like the taste of dirt, and maybe if you cooperate, my friend will be a little nicer to you.
His face is turning blue. Your legs are caught in the vines. He's frantically nodding. Someone is going to have to stop. And you can tell, but someone is gonna have to stop Will, or Will is just gonna strangle him to death.
Yeah, no.
It was messy.
Well,
So.
that's enough. We can get
The physical appearance, even though he isn't covered in full fur, but if it was an actual dog, hair is up, it's aggressive. He's growling, snarling as he's fucking strangling the life out of this guy.
Can I?
You can use intimidation. You can use persuasion. But go ahead, and you're going to need to make a roll unless you want to get physical with your friend. I'm sorry for the way I phrase things. I apologize.
Look, as long as no one turns on Marvin Gaye, it's gonna be fine.
I'm gonna. So, would it be a straight persuasion roll?
Charisma persuasion.
That starts
All
coming
right, I'm gonna
out of
do
the
a
intercom.
Then.
Some
You just
Al
need
Green.
to get at least three successes. If you get 3, then you have successfully persuaded your motley mate to let go of the man he is slowly killing. Black Peter.
I wouldn't like to kill him, but I'm giving him a vibe check and he's not passing.
Exactly. You die slow.
I'm gonna spend a willpower on that. That was one success.
Good
All
call.
right, go right ahead. Oh, Mad Dog. My buddy.
Who's a mama?
He's so sad. He's so sad.
All right. Apparently, the gods didn't want me to pass because that was.
Oh no!
You motherfucking lying piece of shit!
Faye
Is anyone else
over.
gonna step in?
Wait, Faye will walk over and hold on just a second.
I'm literally just watching this shit unfold,
I was just asking for
Smiling.
a little bit of paper.
enjoying the chaos.
Eating ice cream.
Eating.
I'm waiting for 3LC because then Faye was gonna walk over, but if Faye does not succeed, then definitely this dude is dying before he answers your questions because you're messy. You're just not gonna stop.
And we had this conversation the other day.
Close it up. Okay.
All right, what is Faye doing?
Faye's gonna walk over and go. Will, as satisfying as this may seem, it would be yet another object to have to dispose of in some manner.
Persuasion and charisma. You have a full-on beast. He is a dog with a bone. He's not letting it go unless someone really, really gets him to let go.
I think with this messy success, I think it's more like that teddy bear that's holding on by its last strand.
6 successes.
Yep, you needed 3. You let go.
Yeah, with that, just fucking let go, throw him on the ground.
He takes a huge breath. It's just like, and he looks over at Tristan. He's like, no, I'll tell you. I'll be honest, man. I like, shit.
Faye will be just like, your time was almost up. I suggest you spend it more wisely.
Mm-hmm.
Look, okay, it's I'm not, it's my keeper, man. He wants the kid. I'm not free. He wants the kid.
Who is your keeper?
Yeah. The sharp knife man.
Sharp knife man?
The sharp knife man. He wanted the kid. He's been collecting the kids.
So
in town.
Oh.
So he was responsible for the others too?
Not the nephew. The nephew. Crimson stole the Spring Queen's nephew. Queen Serena's nephew.
What happened to the nephew?
Yeah.
She took him so that the queen would change her mind.
But where?
Because she was in the hedge, in somewhere in her hollow. You need to get her. I don't know that information. And I just know that the sharp knife man didn't take he's a little twitchy. Didn't take that boy.
Well, do you know where we can find a sharp knife man?
Oh. He's probably already at the ritual now.
So, he just said that Crimson, who was part of the ritual that we were at earlier,
Mm-hmm.
is the one that stole the
Mm-hmm.
queen. Which queen was it?
The Spring Queen. So
Spring
Spring Court's queen.
daughter.
Serena.
Oh.
Nephew stole the nephew. And to get her swayed to the side of being okay with the contract, because she was one of the big holdouts. But yeah, he's more than likely already at the ritual site.
But he was waiting for Finn. Finn was going to be delivered to them.
Yeah. After he took out the changelings.
Took out the changelings?
Yeah, he's probably already at the ritual site dealing with everybody.
Why does he want the kid?
He likes children. It's that he takes the kids. He likes to take the kids.
But he's already there.
Probably.
At the site.
Yeah. And with that, you hear somewhere in the distance a clock starts ticking.
Can we see this clock?
Nope, but you can hear it.
Do you feel compelled to check your watch, Charles? No, I'm just kidding.
I'm like what?
And
are you gonna have me roll a willpower check?
what was the name of this individual again? The man with the knife?
Sharp knife
Sharp
man.
The man with the knife, the sharp knife man.
The sharp knife man. Okay.
Do I need to roll a willpower save? Willpower check?
Yes, you do.
Okay.
All right.
Or just...
Sharp knife man added to Will's to kill list.
The willpower check is specifically for Faye, as she used to be a timepiece. Oh boy, you feel this sense of now. The time is now. We have time.
We have to act. We have to act. We have to stay on schedule. We have to stay on very much so, dear. Otherwise, it slips away so fast.
Well, if Peter...
You would recognize what this is.
That got us here, I guess he's the one that can get us out.
Just really quickly, just one second, and I go and I slap Black Peter. Be like, that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
His head it cracks to the side. What was that for? What the fuck?
Well, that's for hurting kids.
You got a shitty keeper. I'm just kidding.
I would strike him again, but I'm afraid I might kill him.
I'm sorry. Look, I'm sorry. I didn't know what else to do, man. I didn't know what else to do. Like, I'm not like you guys. I'm not like you guys. Like, I haven't escaped.
Then maybe this is your opportunity to. Maybe you can make something of yourself instead of just going after it.
You're right. You're right. I can try harder. I can do better. And if he'll go ahead and look, he'll try to find a gate, the fastest way back.
Yeah.
As he's heading off, will shout, "If you go after Finn again, or any other kid, I will finish what I started."
And and just this is your second chance. You won't get a third, and I can do a lot worse than just a slap.
Understood, man. I'm not. I really wasn't trying to cause. I'll find the gate. I'll find the gate.
You seen those pecs? I mean, it's like, damn. I'm just kidding.
Look at this physique.
Have you seen his physique?
How could you not?
I am a god.
Carved from a statue.
Ooh.
Statue
Oh
comes
shit!
alive.
Yeah, he took this shit seriously too, because that's double critical. So
Nice. Well, I would
You
too
follow-
if I had
you-
Tristan following me around and intimidating.
motivate me.
Just slow snapping.
Best be finding that hedge.
So he starts on a path. He goes. Focus, and meanwhile, while you're walking, you're going through. You hear the ticking of this clock. You hear it off in the distance. The thorns of the hedge start to close in. They brush against your shoulders as you the leaves and the vines as you squeeze through some tight places where the hedge bends and warps. He comes to a set of trees that are standing. The trees have kind of a curve in the middle of them, an almost harp shape to them. And he walks over to them and he carves the same symbols you saw him carve earlier on the ground. The clock starts to speed up. Faster and faster and faster it ticks while he carves these symbols out. And the gate opens. And he steps through.
Following close behind. But is it possible to get a glimpse of what's beyond the gate before we go through?
You see thick and heavy mist. You see running people, figures just through. Shadows. It's chaos, but you left it in chaos.
Mm-hmm.
Go on through.
Do you all step through?
Mm-hmm.
You step through, and what you see in the clearing are Changeling running around, freaking out. You see the sharp knife man. He's wearing a plague doctor outfit that's ripped and dirty. He has a half of that bird-like mask. His skin below is jaundiced. He has a wrinkled, folded, broken, and dirty top hat on top of it. He has these two scalpels in his hands. You see people, you see Changeling already lying on the ground, not moving. He has grabbed somebody and he's holding them close to his face. You recognize this as the water dweller ogre from earlier, one of the autumn court that was very eager for the ceremony. And he's pulled her really close, and you can hear him, and the things he's saying to her are horrible. And he takes his scalpel and he stabs her with it.
Oh, damn.
Mm-hmm.
Now that we're
And
back
this
in
is
the
the scene
world,
you walk into.
Will puts the hood back up.
Okay.
And how old is Finn?
Finn is about 10 years old.
10 years old.
Mm-hmm.
Big kid, little kid, medium kid.
Little kid. Little kid. He's a
little
little
kid?
kid. He's
Cool.
small for his age, yeah.
Will bends down, offers the kid a piggy bank. Fuck, we're out. We're out. Get this kid out of here. We will deal with the murder list. At a later date. There's a time and a place. Yeah.
All right. So go ahead and roll me a dexterity and athletics for that. And I'm going to go ahead and roll for the sharp knife man. Everybody else, what are you all doing?
As Will turns away, I look at him and I'm like, I look at everyone else and I'm like, yeah, if you expect me to fight that thing, you're fucking crazy. I follow behind Will.
Okay.
There's nothing on the
Okay.
character sheet that says
Out
I'm
of six,
here to
out of
fight.
6 dice, 4 successes.
4 successes.
Yes.
You start to book it. You guys are close enough to Will to hear him basically tell this kid, "I'm getting you out of here. I would love to fight, but we gotta go."
Yeah.
hmm
And
There's a
you
time and
see-
place for an ass beating. This is not the time or
Uh-huh.
place.
hmm
You see the sharp knife man drop Greta, the
hmm
ogre, and his head whips to Will
hmm
and Finn, and he starts beelining it for them. He just mindlessly, if anyone is in his way, he's just slashing at them as he goes for Finn.
I'm going to
He
drop another
beat
glamour.
you by 1.
Okay, good.
Yeah, I got a 5.
Didn't
But
do it on that time, so I'm so low on glamour.
Yeah.
that's okay.
So,
There's lots of fear in this ritual space.
mhm.
Yeah.
I do have harvest. I do have the harvest merit, so I can feed off of it.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead, Tristan. I know what I'm gonna do.
I'm gonna use
I don't know
that
what I'm
Will's
gonna do.
book.
that same contract from earlier. The follow my lead. I'm gonna look around at everyone, specifically anyone who's still standing. Be like,
Yep.
that monster in the mask, that coward who won't even show his face. He, like all of the others, think that we are their toys, their playthings to be used and discarded. And he's slow enough to go after children, innocent human children, and he's low enough to attack our people. We can't let this stand.
All right. Go ahead and roll if you want to use your manipulation, charisma or manipulation, whichever is higher, and persuasion. And go ahead and add your weird to it. So I think that's 3 dice.
Mhm.
All right.
You said charisma, persuasion, or manipulation and persuasion?
Whichever is highest.
All right.
Whichever of manipulation or
Charisma.
charisma, whichever one's higher.
That's
All right.
9 dice.
Nice. All right. So what is Will started taking off, and now you have the sharp knife man chasing you. What is Charles doing?
Charles is looking at Peter, and he's like, "This is your chance to take back what's yours. Stand up for yourself. And I'm gently
Charisma
pushing.
Persuasion.
Use your magic to stand up.
Charisma and persuasion.
And I'm making sure I am literally using him as a physical shield between me and Sharkface.
Shark face.
Baby shark.
Shark
man.
knife man.
Baby shark.
All right.
Shark
Give me
knife. Changeling shark.
What's Faye doing?
Damn,
I
have,
sent
like,
you a
no
picture
persuasion.
of a willpower expenditure reroll.
All right.
So just
give me a second.
It's just
My
for
thing wants to
evidence.
Act up.
So,
Oh, holy God. What are you even doing? I don't know what you're doing yet.
I know.
With
Can I
the
use-
spending willpower, I got 7.
Good job.
Yep, that's enough to spurn people to action. Crimson is still standing. What were you even doing with that fucking 20 that you got there, bud?
It's only one object, but it's like, what you got, Dan?
Okay,
What?
so I need to
Let's
make this very
resolve this
clear.
first.
I have no intention of fighting whatsoever. 0. In fact, I was happy for this ceremony to happen. I was completely intrigued by the magic that was going on, and I was disappointed that everyone wanted to be a fucking hero and interrupt the ceremony because I was happy to let it happen. So now that that's been said, I have zero intention of dying here today. I let my character step behind Peter and give him a little pat on the shoulder, like, "This is your chance. Take your freedom. Go fight." Woo! I critically failed.
We'll get back to that in a damn second. Tristan, meanwhile, I don't even know what you're doing. What are you doing, Faye? What are you doing?
That's Unmaker's.
What was that roll
that
for?
was Unmaker's destructive gaze on their mask for a total of 12 successes.
Oh. The mask shatters, and their face is. They got these jagged teeth, not shark teeth. These jagged, broken, weird teeth. Their eyes are just these pools of green and yellow. Their skin is sagging. As they charge towards Will single-mindedly. Tristan, you have managed to collect a small group of people who are standing who can defend. You have a couple of the rulers. You have red, or you have Crimson, not red. Her name is Crimson. You have Crimson, and then you turn and see Black Peter punch Charles square in the jaw.
Charles! No.
For 2 superficial damage.
Chucky.
Will, what are you doing? And then we'll have the Changeling attack.
Okay, so here's what I'm going to do.
All right.
I am going to.
Yep.
I'm gonna suck down some
Okay.
food if I can.
Okay, here's the plan. I found the plan. Plan's gonna go good. Okay, so I would like to use. I am gonna use this ability for all it's fucking worth. Wild
All
Walker.
right.
To
Yeah.
while I'm running through the environment here, define the path of least resistance. That I can use to put some distance between us. But after I put some distance between us, I imagine I have to use Wild Walker again. I'm going to hide Finn.
All right.
And the best cover I can get him in.
You're gonna eat
keeps
the child.
him secure and hit him.
All right.
And then I'm gonna turn about face and go fight this guy.
There you go. Give me 2 rolls for that.
Okay.
And Tristan, what else are you doing? Because people are now stepping up with your words of wisdom and convincing.
Hypnotically staring at your abs,
fight.
of course.
The
abs are speaking. What do they command us to do?
Alright, so it's 3 successes for trying to build some distance using Wild Walker. I made the 2 rouse checks, both pass. This is now to hide the child.
All right.
As opposed to yeet the child.
Yeah.
Yeet the child.
If it's a messy critical, I'm probably eating the child.
Yeet. There are some bushes. Yeet.
Okay.
It's fine.
So, came real close to being messy. But that's going to be a critical success of 5 successes.
Nice.
5. You manage to get that child hid. You bolt. You go. You hide him, and you run back.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Crimson has stepped up and is using an ability that is specific to her as a wood walker, or wood walker. Sure. She grows a fruit just off her branches, her arms, and chucks it. Picks it and chucks it. Yeah, well, you know what, Changeling? And it explodes on the back of the sharp knife man, and you can see it burn down. this cherry bomb that she has
Nice.
thrown.
Nice.
And it burns, and he shrieks and turns to look.
Nice. I do all my own stunts.
What other abilities? What other abilities would you like to use? Because Cancer John is now fighting with fucking a dramatic failure. He's fighting with you, Charles.
Oh.
Charles.
Crimson just did that? The one who stole the kid?
Yep.
Yeah, she just
Okay,
threw a cherry bomb at
she
the
can
back
say-
of
okay,
the.
she might do that. I'm just like, don't think that we don't know, sweetheart. You ain't getting out of this. Again. But then I'm fighting
Yes.
or Peter's fighting me.
Yeah, he's fighting with you.
I made it very clear I had no intention of fighting. Why are you doing this to me?
Because you got a dramatic failure to convince him to fight with his keeper, so he's hitting you for it.
Okay.
All right, Tristan.
Yeah,
You roll a dex or brawl and strength. What are you doing, Tristan?
I am even though wait, is the sharp knife man still holding his knives?
He is still holding his knives, absolutely.
That's gonna be the next thing.
Because I
wanted to see what was behind that mask first. I thought the mask was maybe critical to something, but I guess not.
All right.
Okay.
Then what? Because the knives are there. What Tristan's gonna do? I'm gonna find a rock, and I'm gonna try and sneak behind and just bash.
All right. You can find a rock really easily. They're all over. They're in the ritual area. You saw many rocks. So you can just grab one real quick. Go ahead and roll me a dexterity and stealth. Faye, what are you doing? What was the result of your dex or your brawl and strength roll? By the way, Charles.
Ask. My brawl and my strength was. I got 2 successes. Woo!
You attempt to hit him. 1. All right. Faye, what are you doing? What you're doing determines on whether or not Tristan is going to get seen.
And I noticed that Tristan is trying to do this kind of bashing rock attack. All right, I'm gonna do another check again. Shit. Down another glamour.
Living dangerously for this one shot.
Yep. Okay, good. Thankfully, the check didn't go badly, so I have the same pool as before. Except I'm going to take my Unmaker's Gaze upon one of the knives. Because they have a pair, correct?
Yep.
I can only target a object.
Yes, they do.
So I can only do one knife at a time. And I am definitely going to expend some willpower. That should be a little better.
Oh, that was terrible.
So that was that. So I've got 2 willpower down. Much nicer. Cool. So with the willpower reroll, so that's a 1 crit. So 4, 5, 6, 7, total of 8.
8?
Mm-hmm.
You break that knife and you hear this horrible shrieking from the sharp knife man. Just this pained, echoing cry. And that is what you hear, Will, as you hear it and you charge back in and you see the broken knife. You see your friend Tristan sneaking up. You see Charles fighting with Black Peter.
Faye's going to have all... As that happens, she's going to complete the Unmaker's gesture with all 4 of her arms just going like that.
Perfect.
So you
All
gotta.
right, Will.
Yeah, Will's gonna get there. Will's gonna go, I'm gonna kick your ass later, pointing to Peter.
Who
We're
has
gonna,
just punched Charles again.
yeah.
That's great. I could just picture you running by as Charles is like, I'm gonna kick your ass later.
Yeah. I will deal with you when I have time. I'm going to attack the sharp knife man. It is now
All right.
time. It is now a time and place.
All right. You go ahead and roll your dexterity and your brawl, and as your friend Will launches themselves at the sharp knife man, you can hit that knife with the rock. Just go ahead and roll a strength and athletics.
Nice.
Bestial failure, total botch.
Oh.
No. No. Oh.
Okay, so luckily because there's no
Oh.
beast, a bestial failure, I'll say that for the purposes of this, you can get a messily critical, but you can't get a bestial failure. It's just a dramatic failure. So you go charging. You're like, I got this. I'm gonna get that fucker over there later. I'm gonna make Black
flying
Peter
by?
pay.
It's like, like that's
No. 3.
Wait a minute.
So as your
Is the 0 on? Oh wait, that was a 10.
0's a
That's
10.
4.
That's a 10. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
Oh. So.
with the 10.
Oh, with the 10, it's a 4.
Yeah.
All right. So you as you're charging by, I'm going to use what you just did as the great thing for this dramatic failure. So thank you. You go running up. You're like, I'm going to get him. Now's the time, right? And Tristan comes up and goes crack with the knife, and the blade snaps and hits you in the side.
Oh.
Now it ricochets off, but you're like crap because it startles you. So you look shocked and plow into the sharp knife man, who no longer has knife, and don't do any damage.
Oh fuck!
You're not hurt. You're just like, ow, what the fuck? And that same howl of rage and pain comes from the sharp knife man, as a few of the other changelings Tristan convinced have started slinging rocks, using their various abilities, getting barraged by the cherry bombs.
Charles,
You can go
now's your
ahead and roll
chance.
against Peter again.
You can have Peter. Go
He
look.
missed.
Look,
Okay.
Peter, now's your
Yeah.
chance. Be super
Hey,
convincing.
okay. So there's like a bunch of dead people around, right? Like, cause he already baby shark man.
This is really insensitive. That's really insensitive. But yeah, there were a couple people that did fall.
Any
Yes.
of them like
Okay.
have weapons on them I can pick up and use?
No,
Dan, I
they
got
don't.
I got a question for Dan though. You have a water elemental, right?
Oh, no.
What are some of your basic water elemental contracts? Can you do some stuff with the water? And does it have
No,
to be
because-
Yeah.
water?
Not near water.
No, you should have the ability to. Oh,
I can
No?
use my ability like if I'm near water.
Oh, near water. So you. Okay.
they shouldn't be.
I don't
You have the one that is a smoke screen. You have the mist.
through the mist. I don't
Through
want to
the
use
mist?
I don't want to use that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna backhand Peter. Be like, fuck you, you second-rate wizard.
I was just gonna
Strength
say,
and
do
brawl.
you have to manipulate things that are only considered water, or can you manipulate things that might contain water?
I'll look.
He
it
can
up after
turn
this
into
roll.
water.
Oh, turn into water. Cool.
2 failures.
Yeah. What?
Turn shit, dude. Just turn into water and go drown the dude. Go leap right into the sharp
This is a slap
man's.
fight. This is a
Oh,
slap fight.
I'm literally just going, fuck
Dang
you,
it.
Peter. Fuck you.
Will slammed into the sharp knife man and is more embarrassed for you than he is for himself.
Emotional damage.
I was trying.
Oh,
I
man.
was literally just trying to leave the comment
Dan,
situation.
you
I
should
made it
All right.
very clear. I
You
was-
could
Well-
disengage and go drown the fool. Just turn into water and go leap right into his mouth.
Will, Faye, Tristan.
I'm not sure if you would want to be in his mouth.
Well,
Oh. No, ew. Will, Faye, Tristan.
Yeah.
Next actions.
I'm gonna try to hit him again.
All right, hit him again.
I am going to consume some fear because I am dangerously low
There's
on glamour.
tons of it.
How much can I
There's
absorb?
tons of it.
How much can I absorb?
3 points.
Perfectly balanced as all things should be. Messy successy.
Thank frickin' goodness. Okay, so
All right.
Back-
What's Tristan doing?
I was down 4 glamour.
I'm-
So
Oh, something potentially stupid just because it's fun, but I'm gonna try and
All right.
kick him in the nuts.
go.
All right, go ahead and roll. We'll go with dexterity. And roll for that.
Oh, there you go.
All right. That you're messy. Oh, it's messy.
Yeah, it is
So
messy.
you're just
Bite.
you just go full biting down, and oh boy, does his flesh taste horrible. It is so bad. That's enough. So you just, as you're biting down, you got like a thumb in your hand, just full on, just, you know, like trying to pull his finger off. Tristan just comes charging up and wham! Just a straight, graceful, dancer-like kick out and into his balls
Yeah.
Man.
Go Tristan.
with a flourish.
Here I am biting, and here's
With that
Tristan
physique.
delivering a vibe check.
Yes.
That whole ass move. With style.
Charles, you gotta step up the game here. Come on.
I'm here to lower the fucking bar. Okay. I'm trying to Google my water elemental abilities, and I'm not. Anything.
I made them up. Go into your documents, Dan. I sent you the file.
You said you would send me
I sent
an
it to you.
additional file. I don't see an additional file.
I sent it to you. I know I did.
There was a Google Docs?
I sent it to you on your Yahoo Mail.
People still use Yahoo?
All
Oh
right.
gosh, you've got.
Give me a
got
second.
contracts.
Give me a second, and I will explain. Keep talking while I look for this mystery file. I
I'm being
apparently didn't
sarcastic.
send.
I was seriously just trying to leave the conflict. All right.
I was
You
trying to
failed.
remove
You
myself
botched the
from the
roll.
situation.
You offended him so badly that he was like,
Hey,
"Yeah,
wait.
fuck you."
How strong is Charles? Charles has like 2 strength, right?
Charles has 2 strength.
Yeah,
and
that's
no
not
brawl.
bad. What you know? What you could roll a glamour check, boost your add your weird to one of your temporary checks. And if you
Yeah.
boost your weird, see if you can just throw Peter right at the sharp knife man. Just throw it at him.
That means I would have to like put my hands on him. Oh.
It's your call.
No, Sam, I don't.
Technically,
I don't
you're
have
already putting your hands on him. With
I
a
mean,
fight.
Yeah.
No. I'm slapping. I'm slap fighting, but only hitting air. I have yet to touch him.
well, earlier I cleaned up his throat, so you can grab him by there.
There you go.
I looked
Oh, there
at the
you go.
documentation. I had no list of elemental abilities.
Okay.
That's probably
at
my
this
fault.
point-
So,
At this point, Will's
In
like
the
holding the
meantime-
throat, probably feels something come up after Tristan's kick. It's
oh
like,
yeah, no.
okay.
Will absolutely. There's a horrific shriek. Will is being tossed around, but he doesn't want to let go.
Yeah.
But he eventually.
I could just see it's just like flailing around.
He eventually manages to detach you from his finger
The feral
and
chihuahua.
is now attempting to flee.
Oh no.
Fuck bad.
No.
This dog's out for blood. I'm going to attempt to again attack him.
All right.
All right. Also, I don't know if this is relevant at all. I don't know if he's wearing armor, but apparently my Kith blessing is Tooth and Claw. Unarmed strikes ignore most armor.
Yeah. He does not have armor, but you're definitely kicking the crap out of him, let me tell you. Like, you have help though. Tristan got you help from the other changelings. They rallied. He rallied the changelings.
Okay.
Oh, Charles could disengage and go deliver the coup de grace.
Five dice, 5 successes.
Nice.
Oh, beautiful. All right, so you just go at him. I'll roll again for Crimson. Beautiful. All right. So, as he turns to flee, you take your claws, your natural weapons, those weapons that you possess, and you start tearing into him, and another cherry bomb comes flying, and the sharp knife man goes down on one knee, and you can see that he's not gonna be walking away from this. He's and you know that, and you take your hand, you take your natural weapons, your natural ability, and you just finish him off. You tear his throat out.
Oh.
And he falls down.
Are you going to reactivate your
off
video?
the list?
Mm-hmm.
Now I just need to get my own keeper.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
There we go.
And the clearing calms. Black Peter and
Charles still going at it.
Charles is still going at it. It's not going well. I've not rolled well for him.
Can the Motley just go and stand around where they are and just watch?
Yeah. Yeah, just
This was like a ceremonial ritual setup, right? They're like any lit torches around.
Yeah.
There are lit torches around.
I will grab a lit torch and be like, let's finish this already, you son of a bitch.
Yes.
I will use my 1 point. I will use my melee skill, which I put 1 point in.
All right.
And then
I'll give you one chance before everybody else gets to do something.
Feeling
about
here
it.
we go. Here we go. It's my 3 dice.
Similar to
my 3
Faye,
dice.
Like...
All right, here we go.
Vegas
Let's
money.
do it.
Vegas money.
Did you?
Yeah. Tristan just turns to the other and says, "My money's on Black Peter."
Will is just there is nothing around for Will. Will is just hands, mouth full of this guy's blood, just motherfucker.
Face.
I say, well, I'm leaving now. I failed to make contact.
You disengaged from. From Black.
He throws another punch at you because Tristan is right. He'll more than likely win, and he throws it. Oh, he gets another dice because you're turning around. He fights dirty. I get an extra dice because you turned your back on him. He hits you in the back of the head. Just a.
Oh, Charles.
How much damage do I take?
It's not really
too
that
superficial.
Oh, jeez.
Okay.
Not really that much.
Still standing. That's all that matters.
There you go.
Oh my gosh.
What's
At
left?
this point, most of the other changelings have gathered around. They've collected themselves. Is anyone gonna put a stop to that?
Faye will walk over to Peter.
Okay. He's hair pulling. I'm
I'm screaming such foul what such foul words as "I have fucking work tomorrow. Leave me alone."
Peter, your time is now. You should take advantage of it. And gesture over to what's left of the sharp knife men.
Will
Oh,
standing
yeah, it's
over
not
top of
a
him,
lot.
just covered in his blood.
I did it! I did it, guys! I did it! He'll walk over. He'll walk over and kick him. Kick the body just with his foot.
Satisfying, isn't it?
It really is. It is. In all honesty, I wasn't gonna not fight, but then Charles was he was a little bit offensive, a little bit with his. I mean, like he was trying to motivate me, and it just sounded rude.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Crimson comes forward.
As they're having the conversation, Faye is going to wander over, lean over to Will and go, "Could you please apprehend Mr. Peter for just a moment?"
Mm-hmm.
He will grab Peter.
All right. Peter does struggle a little bit, so it's going to be a brawl and strength.
Brawl and strength, all right.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-oh.
Spend willpower if you need to.
If it's a messy, you can't.
Oh.
Yeah, it's another fucking bet.
Shit.
Maybe
It's
I
not as
should choose.
messy as Elizabeth.
Maybe
It's Elizabeth.
Maybe I should just pick another dice. You know what? We'll just use another dice from here on out from a hunger
this
dice.
might actually work really well.
So you're like, yeah, I can hold him, and you grab his arms and you yank it back, and something snaps.
Oh shit!
And
Oh.
just screaming, like you're like, whoops.
And then Faye will
Sell
go.
that adrenaline, man.
Faye will go over to Charles. Charles,
He's crying.
Charles, I believe you had something to let Miss Crimson know. And Mr. Peter was an instrumental part of that. Now is your time. Choose your moments wisely.
Whoops.
I think Dan's thinking.
Were y'all talking to me?
Yeah?
Yes.
Oh fuck! Oh,
Did you not hear what I said?
my bad. I mean, I was here. I thought you were talking to someone else.
Were you?
No.
I walked over to Charles. I said I walked over to Charles and said, now's your time. You have something that you want Miss Crimson to know, and Mr. Peter can help you with that.
Why?
About
Dude,
how-
out of character. Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm brain farting so hard.
Out of character. Okay, before we went through the gate, you said, I know what you're about, bitch.
Oh, that's right.
And you know, Peter spilled his guts to us due to
so
Will's interrogation. So
I suggest that we let the down.
Will and Tristan definitely convinced him to tell everything.
Yeah.
Suggest
I'm not sure.
that we let the Spring Queen know. There we go.
Yep.
My suggestion.
Yo, you're gonna be the one that does it. That's what Faye is saying. You get to go up and basically
Have
out
your moment.
Oh,
Crimson.
Yeah.
Aha! I go.
Huzzah.
I guess where is she? I guess that's the question now, right?
They've started to gather again. They're now all kind of gathering in a circle. They're picking themselves up. The all of the rulers are alive. So the kings and the queens of the courts are still alive, and Crimson is still alive. So they've all kind of gathered. You can see there are some losses. Vex, the girl you blamed earlier, isn't there. Greta isn't there. So you know that some losses have been sustained. But the rulers are all there, and they're all standing around Crimson right now, in kind of the far side of the ritual circle.
And
Okay.
Faye will just
So
lean in real quick to Charles. Sorry, just real quick, and just kind of whisper into his ear, just like, if they doubt your story, the child was witness.
Where is the child?
Will stowed them away.
Will is doing something right now.
It was Ian, right? Where's Ian? Where is the child?
No, Finn.
No, Finn.
Ian was the other one. Yeah, Finn.
Yeah.
We're cool with that
Finn?
right now. So just go ahead and you can spill all
Go
the
ahead
tea.
and
Let's spill this tea.
out Crimson.
Yeah.
Okay. I addressed the Spring Queen with all the proper formalities, and I engage with her in conversation and let her know that this bitch is the one that took her nephew.
This bitch right here. This bitch took your nephew. Is that how you say it?
Yeah. This hoe over here.
I got a fruit with your name on it. Just kidding.
But I let them know that we have two. We have the confessor of the crime right here. Point to Peter and
Crimson immediately. That's a lie. He's lying. I would never do something like that. How fucking dare you? And she's gonna try to roll to convince everyone that you are lying.
Oh. Okay. Here, charisma. Do you have charisma? Good.
Hey Tristan, if you got something you want to chime in with, that'd be cool.
Yeah.
All right.
Because you were there as well as Will.
Yeah.
Well, I guess I will spend one glamour to use Lady Misfortune. So,
her?
Shit. So for her persuasion roll, basically she has to roll twice, but then take the lowest option.
Oh, damn it. Oh, that's going to suck for her. Okay. Anything you're doing, Tristan?
Yes. I make direct eye contact with Crimson. Like, I understand why you did what you did, but now the time for all that is over. You have the choice to move forward and do better. I mean, and also you've already been given up. We all know. And there are witnesses.
And with that, and the much lower roll she got from the misfortune, the Wrath, the Summer Court, the Court of Wrath, they step forward, the remaining ones, and they grab her. And they say, well, it looks like you won't be completing your ceremony tonight, and you're going to take us to where that child is, the one you've taken. And they are not being gentle with her, but they're not, really hurting anything. And they cart her off, followed by the Spring Queen, Serena. The other, they they gather their fallen
Mhm.
to pay their respects and see to it that they get a proper burial.
Mhm.
And you guys are left in the clearing with Black Peter, who you could easily, if you want to turn him into the court authorities, the Autumn Court, as he is a member of the Autumn Court, you can, or you can deal justice with him yourself if you'd like.
Ooh. I'll leave that for Will to decide. That's his
Will.
moment.
Come on, man.
Is he on your list? Yarmer almost killed him once, man. He was pretty kind of purple at that point.
You have the time to do so.
You got all the time in the world if you want to. No, sorry. It was rude.
All right. So, Will used to be in Peter's position.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
He's done some pretty bad shit for his keeper.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Will's gonna let him go, but as he lets him go, people turn him around, grab him by the collar of his shirt, pull him in.
Mm-hmm.
I am giving you one last chance to do something with your life. You are free of your keeper. Now do something with it. And I throw him away.
He lands and just yeah, no, thanks, and then he just scampers off.
And before he scampers, before he scampers off, Kristen says, "Remember, you're getting one last chance, and you saw how I rallied those. I rallied the Changeling against your keeper. If you mess up this chance, what do you think I can get them to do to you?"
No, your point's been made. I get it. I get it.
Just
I'll
making-
change it. No, I'm
Just making sure we understood each other.
Yep. And then he just takes off. He scampers off.
Mm-hmm.
Could Faye say something to him before he leaves?
Sure.
Okay.
He's like standing up, struggling,
Sure.
like
Faye will take one of the watches off of her arms.
No. Okay.
Hold it out to him. To remind you of our time together.
And he leaves. He'll just.
But I say it in such a way, she says it in such a way as like a warning.
It definitely didn't sound friendly. I'm gonna get like you didn't even need to say it. Your tone was more than enough. I was like, oh, that's a threat if I ever heard one. And you guys are free to return back to your hollow, to your freehold, to your business. But morning is starting to peak. The ritual was not completed. And while you know that the rest of the children are safe for now because the monster that was taking them is no more. But you will have to tell your kings and queens about that. Each of you from your own court will have to tell your kings and queens and let them know that the town is safe without having to go through with this ceremony. And as dawn starts to crest, make your way out of the forest and back to the city.
Before I go and do that, I'm gonna go pick up Finn from the hiding spot.
Oh, yeah, no, of course.
Good idea.
Oh, the
Yeet,
kid.
leave the child. Bye, kid. Yeah. Whoops. Perfect.
Faye's going to come over to Tristan and mention to Tristan, if you would want some company to the dollhouse, let me know. I am familiar with some of those mechanizations.
Thank you. I'll I'll probably take you up on that, because while I did feel while a part of me did feel bad for Doll, I wasn't looking forward to going back there.
Understandable.
Yeah.
Maybe.
But maybe if it keeps some other kid from getting, then
Precisely.
yeah.
Want to learn more?
Who knows?
To maybe undo the situation. Hopefully.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Maybe Doll can be convinced to come out of the hedge. Maybe they can be fit to join a freehold.
Mm-hmm.
More friends there.
Yeah.
Charles.
All right. Charles.
You got your slap fight.
Like,
you got your slap fight. You did.
I was like, man, I
You
have
got
work
your
in 2
slap
hours.
fight. It's early, man. I gotta go.
Like, I gotta go to Dunkin' Donuts and get my Dunkaccino.
Perfect.
All right. Well, cool.
All right. You guys make your way up. You head back to the city to go about your everyday and normal lives.
Thank you so
Yeah,
much.
I should probably get Finn home.
Yeah, you should get Finn home.
Yeah. You get Finn
Fuck
home.
outta
You
here,
finish up the things you need to do. You make sure they're safe. If you want to give them your number, should anything happen, they can call you. You're free to do all of that. But we did it!
Yay!
Yes.
This was amazing. Thank you.
That
I'm
was
so
so much
glad
fun.
you guys had fun.
Yeah, it was an
I love you
absolute
guys
blast.
had
Thank
fun.
you so much.
Oh, you guys are a
Thank you.
hoot. That was oh my god, that was a riot. You guys are great. That was so much fun.
And I'm
Oh,
going to go
wow.
ahead and kill the recording now.